know what I did not do that you might have been seeing. And it's only 23 minutes. Shout out to Turf for not starting the stream. I did not start the horizontal. For some reason it showed.
Oh, we just got the vertical going.
It was just the vertical that was going. But in any event, we should be good now. I haven't seen anybody else chat by way of YouTube, so and I didn't look at that. So usually there are a ton of people on that. So for people on X, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. But if you don't mind, mosey on over to YouTube, right? The Ultimate Gator Fan 32. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Last but not least, the notification button. That way you know when we're here. You won't miss us.
Yeah. Do comment because we'll be able to read those out and engage with you as well.
Absolutely. So yeah, we're going straight into it, man. Coach time. Coaches, what do you think? You see the guys up there? Let's straight with no chaser, man. We going straight to what, the offensive coordinator, which is Andrew, right? Andrew Janoko.
That's the man, Andrew Janoko. We did discuss him in our last conversation, but there were some pronunciation issues with his last name. Janoko. Janoko? I think it's Janoko. Yeah, Janoko. Yeah. I heard Carr talking about him on his podcast, and he had a lot of really positive things to say about him. So.
Well, I mean, the one thing that I always love is, he's a coach's kid. That you never can go wrong. Not only that, even another green flag I would say is he's a quarterback.
Yeah, he played the position. He knows what the quarterback's doing.
At Pitt, mind you. So not just, some rinky-dink school or, just sent off to get some playing time because he knew he's probably going to be more along the coaching line. And I don't even know if he played. I don't know if he played professionally. Obviously, he's been coaching professionally for quite some time now. But I don't know much on his career in terms of his play.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much as far as professional achievements, but his coaching achievements are pretty impressive. Along with his exposure.
Exactly. And that's where I was headed with this because, right, he did have a stint with the Bears as their quarterback's coach.
Working with Justin Fields, that was a challenge, a big mountain to climb.
Huge mountain to climb, and considering, right, what anybody else didn't do with it, I mean, I would give him props for that.
Yeah. That's trial by fire. You're getting a challenging quarterback to work with because ultimately he wasn't polished or refined and needed to make a huge adjustment to the NFL. And a coach kind of needing to meet that player where they are is showing that he's adaptable and flexible. And so whoever we're able to draft, we kind of have confidence that he's been there, done that with the challenge.
And not only that, I mean, the guy had Luke Getsy as his own coordinator. So you got to take that with a grain of salt, right? I think we all.
Yeah, we know. We know exactly what's going on.
We know what's going on when it comes to a Luke Getsy offense. So, again, I give him kudos. Not only dealing with, a quarterback from Ohio State, dealing with Luke Getsy. I wonder what Getsy's doing this day and age. I'm sure he's somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, he's not in the spotlight right now. He's
laying low. He's doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Next he gets a stint in New Orleans, right? 2024. He was hired as the quarterback's coach in February for the quarterbacks. Again,
working with Derek Carr of all people. That's someone we know very well. And,
exactly. And again, I think that's a positive thing. I think New Orleans, they've had their fair share of dealing with quarterbacks, right? I think they have one now. A lot of people might not agree with that, but I think the Tyler Shoe kid, I think he's going to be legit.
Yeah, reliable quarterback. That's what you need as an organization. Something to stabilize the position, not have too many ups and downs.
Right. Now,
but Carr was, a talented quarterback, but I think the issue why it didn't work with St. Louis with the Saints was injuries. Right. His center got injured, and they didn't replace him with a high-end center. I remember this specifically because I wanted to trade Andre James to the Saints.
Yeah, we all wanted to trade Andre James.
Yeah, it didn't happen, and the Saints suffered because they weren't able to stabilize their line, and Carr was under pressure a lot. And no quarterback can thrive in that kind of environment.
Yep.
But Carr, the thing that stood out to me the most about his relationship with Janocko was his communication. Carr, he has all the experience to be able to give a pretty reliable opinion on this. But he said that Janocko's communication was exceptional, being able to communicate with the quarterback in game, make adjustments, and that's super promising.
No, absolutely. Shout out to my main man, my roomie, my road dog, Rob Floco. Boy from JUCO. One of the hardest hitting, smartest linebackers I've ever played in my life. Yeah, good guy. He coaches basketball at I forget which universities. I think he just started up a new spot.
He was a hard hitter.
Oh, yeah. Floco. Yeah, Floco brought the word, man. Pause. Yeah, shout out to Floco. Smart dude, too, man. He was a smart player. That's actually what made him.
That's a deadly combination, being physical and smart. That's
It is. And, if it weren't for injuries, he would have been in the league for who knows how long. But yeah, hey, he's still in the game though. Just on the basketball side of things, he's just a good athlete all the way around from San Diego. So appreciate you for coming through, my man. Hope you enjoy the show, brother. But he started this year with the Seahawks in terms of we're still on Mr. Andrew Janocko. And I'm on first years with Kubiak. When's the Super Bowl? I mean,
yeah.
Sam Darnold, a journeyman in terms of a quarterback. I think he's done a phenomenal job.
Yeah, Darnold kind of reminds me of Carr in some ways. Maybe from a mentality or communication standpoint. So if he's kind of worked with Carr and then now Darnold, that's pretty ideal because those are intelligent quarterbacks. So if we're able to draft someone who's kind of in that same mind space, we know it works.
Go figure. I think everyone knows who we're drafting, and they all believe he's the smart. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think he is so system creative.
Yeah, it is a huge topic to unpack, and I do understand that the dominoes are lining up in order to tell us who we're drafting. And if you watched Mark Davis's scrum with the media, he seemed pretty joyful about the prospect of drafting Mendoza 1 overall. So all arrows are pointing to him, and Janocko is kind of someone who's already kind of proven the ability to work with someone who's kind of in that same ballpark of quarterbacks.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. I don't mind that part. I don't mind that part. He's seasoned. He's not a rookie quarterbacks coach, right? He's been in the league a little bit and kind of earned his stripes. And not just as a quarterbacks coach, right?
With Minnesota.
Yes, there you go.
He did a bunch of roles with Minnesota, and that's an organization I have a lot of respect for as far as doing things organizationally proper.
Correct. Having a decent front office that actually knows how to run an organization.
Yep. So he's seen how it's supposed to work, and from multiple perspectives. And now he's kind of dialed in a specialty. So a good foundation, and then he's specialized, which is pretty ideal.
Right, and that was back in 15. So that's where I'm hoping, that was the right call in terms of what Kubiak is doing. I do think he's going to easily be able to pick up, his offense, if you will, right? Kind of teach it, if you will. That's a good thing. I think he has the experience and know-how, all of those things. I think that will be a good mesh. So my only problem is the players. We need an offensive line, man.
Yeah.
Offensive line. Wow, so he was a quality coach for Tampa Bay Bucks. 2012, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow.
His very first gig was graduate assistant 2011 at Rutgers. But 2012 to 13, offensive quality control. That's the entry level, right? Entry level position, if you will, in terms of any job in the NFL. Going the coaching ranks side of things. We got 93 Nav, man, in the building. Shout out, Nav. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. I have a question for you. Good question. We got Idol Expert. Coming through from Kick. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoyed the show. But let us know what you got going on, Nav, man. We got your back. We got your answer. But I found that interesting. I didn't realize he went that far back. Because he's got a couple of quality control positions. And again,
that 2012 that team had some interesting players on it. They didn't win a ton of games, but the players, there were some interesting players on that team.
Right. Trying to think, who was the quarterback? It wasn't.
Josh Freeman and Dan Orlovsky.
Dan O. Mr. Yukon.
The running backs I really liked. They had LeGarrette Blount and Doug Martin.
Yes, Doug Martin.
Yeah, I really like Doug Martin.
Rest in peace, right?
Yeah, rest in peace, Doug Martin. Mighty Mouse.
Dog. Yeah.
I enjoyed his game.
Yeah.
He was a good running back.
I agree, Big. Me and you both. Spot on. He was a dog, and he could play every down. That was the thing. I liked. He was an every down kind of back, just small.
Yeah, mighty, small and mighty.
Yep, absolutely. But
they had pretty solid wide receivers too. Vincent Jackson, Mike Williams.
Oh yeah,
those guys stand out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's not Mike. That's not. I'm thinking Mike Evans, but Mike Williams. That's Mike Williams. Tall.
Tall.
Mike Williams. Yeah, he was injury prone. He played for the Chargers for quite some time. I think that's who actually drafted him.
Yeah. I mean, he would have been young then in 2012, but he was a 4th round pick. So kind of a coach, when they're exposed to players, especially early on in their coaching career, that's kind of where you build a lot of emotional connections, and it sets you up for your entire career. So you look at those players and you kind of you wonder what kind of impression they made on him and how that will impact his future. And I like those players, so that's another kind of plus as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Doug Martin, man, I wonder what his career was. I thought he had a really good, solid career. I want to say he played 8 years or so, maybe. I don't remember. I liked him as a running back. That's all I can say. He was somebody that was fun to watch.
Yeah, he played up until 2019. He played with us. He played 2018 and 19 with us.
That's right.
That's why we like him so much. We have warm, nostalgic feelings about Doug Martin.
Yes. I mean, he was,
he got yards for us too, like 700 yards in 2018. That's he's doing work for us.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, I do remember he played for us. That's it's strange how there's just so many players in the league, and you do have emotional connections, but you're not necessarily conscious of why you have those connections to them.
Right. All right, so we got Nav. I do not think that this coaching staff is complete. Rob will have to prove it. But if he does, now we cooking. Question, anybody think we bowling it this year? Hell no. Let's see how they roll. Shout out Nav. Yeah, you're 100% correct. Everybody's going to have to prove it. This whole coaching staff. They're all rookies. I mean, and the ones that aren't, they're dealing with the rookies as who their fearless leaders are from that respect.
Yeah, Rob, I think we do have high expectations for him, regardless of who the personnel or roster is. We're kind of expecting that he's going to be able to inspire his next year.
Yeah, he's got to show up. Rob Leonard has to show up. We might, great way to segue into it. Clearly he's been on the team for the last two regimes, right?
Yeah. He's kind of a bright spot in the organization, and that's why the expectations are high.
Do I think this was an early promotion? Yes. I don't think. I'm not going to say I don't think he's ready, but it wouldn't have been my choice.
I've heard a lot of people say they wanted experience at defensive coordinator because of our youth everywhere else.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But if Rob Leonard is able to develop some draft picks, I think that would give confidence going into the next year, even if the unit as a whole isn't, top 15.
Right. Again, my biggest fear is who's going to get these guys in the building, man, that's going to be worth anything to develop. I just don't. I'm so nervous about Spytek and Brady, man. I am shook. Like I'm saying, I'm just.
I trust Spytek. Brady is the wild card. He's the one kind of that nobody has any clue what he's doing because he's been so secretive about his involvement.
Correct. I don't know, man.
And I think I'd kind of I kind of had considered how this past season went as far as the defense, and I wonder because I really don't feel Patrick Graham was able to show his hand. Like he was very much having to play cards that he didn't want to play. Like there was a lot of strange things that happened, and that can't happen with Rob Leonard. We kind of have to trust him and allow him to do his best job possible.
Right. And to be fair, he's definitely been under some good tutelage, if you will. It's no secret. I am a huge Patrick Graham fan. And in fact, I expect him to get a head coaching job here within the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, the Steelers was the perfect landing spot for him because they're the defensive identity, and so if he's able to do everything he wants to do, they'll be able to showcase a really strong unit.
He's set up. He's set up there to succeed after what's his name? Who did they just hire that I thought was the most ridiculous hire ever?
Aaron Rodgers' old coach.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce his name.
McCarthy.
Yeah. McCarthy. I just don't understand that hire. I don't understand that hire.
He doesn't like.
I
mean, this team doesn't exist anymore. So.
Okay.
This is a historical jersey at this point.
And the other reason it's okay now, man, is because he's a running back.
Yeah.
And in fact, Marshall Faulk is my favorite college running back. So
he's one of the most impressive players in football when you boil it down. Yeah, he's the kind of player that I wish was on the Raiders. And if Genty can be even, if he can fill one of Marshall Faulk's shoes, I'll be happy.
And I agree. And we'd be lucky. He will be lucky. He'll be lucky if he even comes close to 1 foot in that shoe. Yeah, I don't even see him getting 1 foot in it. Just because I don't think he's well-rounded like a Marshall Faulk. I think his whole deal is going to be toting the rock. I don't see him doing all the other things that would be required. Like they double team Marshall out of the backfield at times. I mean, right? Let's be
Marshall Faulk was a legitimate weapon, and every play he was dangerous and breaking teams down. And Warner was very lucky to have Marshall Faulk on his side. And the greatest show on turf isn't the greatest show on turf without Marshall Faulk.
Yeah. And I didn't realize Torrey Holt is not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's a real shame.
Wild to me. That is wild.
Yeah, I think the narrative around Torrey Holt is that he was playing with such greatness around him, they've discounted his production.
He's like a 7-8 time Pro Bowler.
Yeah, no, it's nonsense. It's straight nonsense. But the wide receiver position is the biggest logjam in the Hall of Fame.
Tough. It is tough. No, I agree. It's tough.
I mean, it's not a Los Angeles Rams jersey. This is St. Louis. Like, this is cultural canon. Nelly wrote a lot of music about this. It goes beyond football.
Yeah, we are well beyond just the Raiders, if you will, especially when me and Pigspigs get down, man. We talk ball, period, across the board.
I would say I played safety, but my true passion position was running back. That's what I wanted to play when I was playing football. And my hero was Walter Payton. I watched Walter Payton before playing, and I wanted to be just like him.
Yeah, sweetness, bro. That's another one of my all-time favorites, man.
Yeah, they've named the Man of the Year award after him for a good reason. Like he's a benchmark that people they weigh themselves against.
Right. We got my dog in the building. Check the Shield podcast. Salute, fellas. Shout out to the Shield squad. Appreciate you.
I mean, I've got Raiders stuff here. I've got a bunch.
Yeah, Navman is giving you a problem.
I'll pull out my...
us Raider fans, man. They can get Oh, I like that. That's fine.
My Raiders fandom, it goes back to around 2000, and specifically it was Tim Brown. My mom was in California for a year, and she brought back a playbook. She went to the Raiders games in Oakland. She had big bodyguards with her. She was sitting in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
And Tim Brown, I remember reading that playbook, like the game day book, more times than I can remember, and I just have it burned in my mind. So I loved football before I loved the Raiders. Going back to like 97, watching Green Bay and the Broncos play in big playoff games. That was kind of my first exposure to the NFL. And but the Raiders were the team that stuck out as the team for me. But football is kind of my ultimate passion.
Hey, I'm the same way, man, and I tell people that all the time. I mean, I am a football fan first. Even when I'm in the stadium watching the Raiders, I can't help it. I will yell and scream, catch the damn ball when the opposing team drops it, because I can't help myself. It's
you're still wearing the helmet. That's
yes, exactly. You hit it right on the head. I'm still wearing the helmet. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? Looking at it through that lens of just pure football first before any team. And it's always been that way for me. Always.
It's deep emotional roots. We get caught up in kind of the teams, but ultimately it's about the feelings, the emotions. And emotions don't really have labels. It's more just feeling. Hard to put a finger on.
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, we were on Mr. Rob Leonard. His background is actually not. It's about the same time frame, but I wouldn't say. I don't know.
It's funny. He's one of the older coaches at 38 years old.
Isn't it wild? It's weird. He started his coaching career, his high school defensive assistant, 2009. First real position, graduate assistant, 2010. A defensive assistant, 2013 is really going to be what is.
Yeah, the Giants. That would have been with the old coach at that time, the gray-haired guy, legend.
Not Parcells. Who was that?
I can see him. Very old.
Yes, it starts with a C. Coughlin, Tom Coughlin.
Yeah, Tom Coughlin. Yeah, what a legend. He stuck around forever. Yes. He made being an old coach cool. That was a very hard thing to do.
Hey, and he was well respected amongst his players, man. He was a players coach from that respect. And I didn't expect that. But it's like we're saying he was old. So you don't expect old guys to get along with the young guys like that.
It was certainly surprising, but he made it work, and he overcame the odds in a David versus Goliath scenario, which is kind of what football is all about, is overcoming the odds.
And, I mean, hey, again, being under Tom Coughlin, that's a good thing. I love Tom Coughlin from that respect. I don't know. I don't know if the cat's out of the bag, but, I mean, you guys know I'm a rah-rah kind of guy to begin with, man, but I gravitate towards the coaches that getting your ass for not doing right. I'm just
Tom Coughlin's that guy.
He's that guy. Yeah. See, I don't know, man. I've always had a special place for the asshole coach. I just always have.
Would you say he's the best version of the asshole coach, though?
No. I would say he's the best version.
But he's kind of a unique version of it.
He's the unique version at that age and that age level. For sure.
I felt Tom Coughlin really his defenses were really what drove those teams to a Super Bowls, and he held them to really high expectations, and they always came through for him.
Correct. He coached hard, and that's the thing. It's just my era, right? And I get it. It's just what my background. I had one of the biggest asshole coaches in high school, Coach Kearney. I mean, that guy, whew, and we all got it. We understood it. And, we dealt with it. That was the other thing. I mean, I think it's imperative to learn how to deal with those kind of coaches.
Use them to your advantage as opposed to being beaten down by them, but be built up by them.
Correct. Understand.
It's a trust relationship ultimately, trusting that what the interaction is ultimately moving in the right direction.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Shout out to Nav, man. I would like to invite you all to my channel on Thursday. Appreciate you, boss. I do have a show on Thursdays, but depending on the time frame, man, definitely could come through and check you out, of course.
I gotta ask, Nav, man, what's the show called? You got a title for the show? I'd be curious.
Is it specific to Raiders?
Yeah, right. Grab a drink here.
Yeah, no worries. Do your thing, man. Yeah, I would be curious too. So our Thursday show, which we're going to have to change the name of it because they are no longer dead in the water, and that is Dead in the Water, the Patriots. Although I think they were exposed a little bit, And it may, I may still be valid with my take. And I don't know if you are aware of my take, Biggs, but
Is this a take with regards to the Patriots?
it is in terms of their star quarterback. I, like an idiot, I have stated that Drake May ceiling is Mitch Trubisky.
Oh no, that's rough.
Pre-draft. This is pre-draft. That was a huge draft.
That's your honest take going back in time.
And the truth is, I'm not going to say it was even 100% honest. It was just I was so Jaden Daniels heavy and just didn't.
You had the benchmark comparing.
Yeah, it was just hard for me to look at Drake. Plus, Drake May played in the ACC. You know what I mean? Yeah. North Carolina. It's like I just can't take all of that serious.
I wasn't that high on Drake May during the draft. There was a lot of discussion about trading up, and the only guy who I would have traded up for might have been a Jaden Daniels, but I was worried about his injuries and potential due to the frame. Yeah, that was a big concern.
That was the reason I didn't want to move up as well and get all that capital lost.
Yeah, that was the weighing these things out.
That was the big issue. Shout out to my nephew Rundown. Rundown didn't care, and I think he was right. I think the Commanders are set for a decade. I don't think they'll be looking for another quarterback. He'll add a good 15, 20 pounds onto that frame easy. I think you're going to see a drastic difference after this year, let alone, the years to come. And what I say is look at Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was pretty much the same frame. You know what I mean?
No, it takes time to put on real weight. Like, that's a multi-year project. And if the organization's doing right by them, they'll ensure that happens slowly and not try and force it all at once. Because that can have its own set of consequences.
Yep. And that show is Raider Shield Family. So Raider Shield Family, man, those days. What guy, man? We'll shout you out. We'll get you some crowds.
That's a good name for kind of where we're at as an organization right now. That was a big buzzword for Mark Davis during his media scrum. He said that word many times.
He said that word a lot. I agree. I caught on to that too, Big. He said that a lot. And see, I love Mark.
Yeah, he certainly listens to the fans, and you can't say that about most owners. Most owners are not dialed in or tuning in. Mark does, and that's commendable for sure.
Yep, I agree, and it just bugs me, man. It bugs me that he's literally done everything he possibly can do to give these guys everything they need, and they still can't succeed.
I mean, he's certainly working against a lot of precedent. There's been so much that happened towards the end of Al's time that he's had to overcome. It's not something that can change overnight because of all the ingrained patterns that were developed.
Right. Well, the other thing too is, the truth is, and I've been saying it. I hate to say it like this, and I mean it, and with all the respect that can be considered, but the truth is, it's over, guys. I don't know any other way to say this. It's over, meaning that we need a whole new identity. We need a whole new everything.
Yep.
Al Davis was, is, and always will be the Raiders up to date. Is this the regime that changes things? I personally don't think so. I mean, I think we're going to have several more hurdles to get over before we become a consistent team. And if Kubiak is going to be a great coach, probably it won't be with us. I hate to admit that and say it. That's just the way things go, right? Just like number one drafted quarterbacks. How many of them win a Super Bowl for their team that they got drafted by?
Now, Turf, if it did go kind of in your vision, trade back, perfect scenario, we stock multiple draft picks, we get a couple in next year's class. This class, we're able to, put it into defense, kind of build a solid foundation for longevity. Does that change a lot of your perspective on what you just said?
It does, because now you're giving these rookies something to work with. And that's my biggest fear. They didn't do well in free agency, and they didn't do well in the draft. Like, our draft last year is straight garbage. Compared to Cooper and Tom, big.
Yeah, our class last year still has to prove everything. They haven't proven anything compared to our previous class with Bowers and company.
Right, and none of them will. I'm sorry. Hey, look, it's no secret. I'm not a Jack Besh fan. Still don't understand and comprehend how he got drafted in the second round. I would have expected to be able to pick him up in the fourth.
Yeah, it was the Senior Bowl. That was a big kind of jump in his stock.
I didn't like it. A lot of people seem to think Charles Rogers might pan out. Okay, we'll see, right? I mean, again, I'm not holding my breath. I mean, who else do you have? Like, out of this draft?
I think Charles Grant. That's the big name as far as potential, coming from a smaller school, but that's going to be a longer term development project.
Exactly, he'll be some depth at best. But he's still not even ready. That's my whole point. He's picking up a roster spot. He's taking a roster spot. So.
Yeah, but as far as SpyTech's highest upside pick, I would say it's Grant. And when the pick was made, that was kind of an opinion I formed based on just listening to SpyTech talk about the class. And Grant, his measurables are pretty unreal, like ultra long, ultra athletic, just didn't have the experience.
Yeah,
but that's kind of the whole class in a nutshell. Like, there was a lot of lack of experience, lack of production.
Right. Shout out to my dog, Raiders Unleashed in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, and as always, hope you enjoy the show. That shout out to the Rams guy as well. Everyone thinks you're a Rams fan.
No, it's just the running back.
I know, right? It goes with the territory, and that's my thing. I have running backs too. I have some J's in the closet. It's Marshall Faulk, ladies and gentlemen. Marshall Faulk, bro. Like, what is wrong with y'all? That is.
No, I'm all about running backs. That's the position I wanted to play. But as you can see, I have a funny running back here. It's no longer a Raider.
Josh Jacobs. Where you at?
Kind of looks like the Grim Reaper here with that mask. That was a funny time.
Yep. That's Chris's boy.
I love Josh Jacobs, and you can see he wore 28 for a reason.
28, yeah.
That wasn't for no reason. That was for a very good reason.
I agree. His story in general. I don't think a lot of people even realize that man didn't have a clue he was capable of the NFL. Do you know
Josh Jacobs?
Yeah.
Growing up, I know that he was kind of. Yeah, he was in a lot of stress as far as family and living environment. That was a high stress environment.
Right, because he was living out of a car for some time. But that's not even, that's not even really what caused him to have this thought process. He wasn't even a starter.
Oh, in Alabama, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't a starter. Yeah.
But that's not uncommon for Alabama culture. They were kind of built in this kind of legacy of the backup, next man up, and you're just as good as the starter. You just don't have the opportunity.
Do you know who was there when he was there? Trent Richardson.
Oh, Trent Richardson. No, yeah. I do recall that because he had all the production. Yeah, huge production. The mileage, as they say.
He was there in 2016, 17, and 18. Who were the Alabama running backs?
Yeah, Alabama's historically had some of the best running back bunches. That's pretty undeniable.
Trying to think of who. I know they had a bunch of them, man.
2018 to 2019.
That's right, Damian Harris in 2017. Alabama's running back. He was behind. I want to say he was behind.
Is it Najee Harris as well?
Najee Harris. Well,
yeah, there's a lot of dudes.
Guys. I want to say maybe even Mark Ingram was too old. He was bottom line was he had no inclination. He was like, dude, I'm a third stringer. What do you mean I need to enter the draft? Because it was like his junior year or something.
Yeah, the yard split was 800 yards for Damian Harris, 780 yards for Najee Harris, 640 for Josh Jacobs, and then 270 for Brian Robinson. That's four dudes getting in work. And then Mike Mayock made the pick based on his guru kind of perspective, believing in the eye test, not necessarily the production, which was a risk. Right. And I think definitely raised a lot of eyebrows when he made the selection.
Yep. Absolutely. I see my guy in the building, Gunsmoke. It's been a minute, my dude. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Hope it's all is well, too, man. Hope all is well. Glad to see you. Yeah, Josh Jacobs, he had no idea. He's like, man, I am not league material. I'm gonna go get a job. I think he actually even picked a major that made sense. All those good things. And they're looking at him like he's crazy. He's nuts. What do you mean, dude? You're going to the league.
Do you think Josh Jacobs thought he was going to be a first-round pick?
No, he didn't think he was even getting drafted.
Are you serious?
He didn't.
So this was another Mike Mayock kind of head scratcher.
He had no idea he was even going to get drafted. He thought football was over.
Damn.
Yeah, it's so wild. Yeah, it's so wild to hear his story. Or hear him tell it. I think he was on the Pivot when he told that story. It's a good episode if you.
Yeah, the Pivot had some good shows early on. That certainly.
There
was a golden age of the Pivot.
Yes, they do have some good interviews. Not all. I don't.
The COVID era Pivot shows, those were pretty special. They stood out in that time period as some of the better content of COVID. It was the Pivot.
Yep. No, I agree. Man.
Now, Josh Jacobs, just because we're on the conversation of it, do you think that he truly wanted to stay with the Raiders and we kind of made it impossible for him to stay here?
I do. Oh, 100%. That's totally the dysfunction of the front office. And that's why we can't keep or get star players. That's why we need a whole overhaul. This stench. That's why I'm saying I don't know what it's going to take. That's why I kind of feel like, because, again, I think we're in the same scenario that Mark is never going to sell this team. He's never going to sell it. And if he doesn't sell it, we can't get a front office in here that knows how to run an organization. We're going to continue to get people that are because they're tethered to somebody or 6 degrees of separation. He's a good guy, because the problem is they're going to continue to print money astronomically, and it's not going to matter if we go 0-16 or 16. It's just not going to.
That certainly is our biggest challenge right now, is that money isn't a motivator, and ultimately that's going to be a huge hurdle to overcome. And I think that's why he's leaning into this family I guess domain so much, is because ultimately if it's more of a family, then there's going to be more loyalty, and loyalty will help keep things moving in the right direction.
Yep. It'll definitely help, but I don't think it's going to be enough, man. Because my problem is I still don't, and I love the front office too. It's just I don't think they know what they're doing, right? I'm just going to be honest. These people haven't been in these positions that long. They're learning on the job.
Yeah, Tom Brady right now is in Switzerland skiing. Like he's not in the building, but he's going to be calling the shots that matter. Like that's kind of a strange reality we're living in as far as fan base.
That's the part that this Tom Brady thing scares me more than anything else. I'm just going to be honest. I think he's the guy that's pulling the strings and calling all the shots. But hiding as he's throwing the stones and hiding his hands after the fact. Doesn't want to take ownership and responsibility. I don't like that. He shows his hand. He's a terrible poker player. He's all in, right? He's all in on one guy. He's not going to hide it. He's going to let you know. It's just, I see the pattern. I said it last show we had, right? I saw the pattern. He did it with Matthew Stafford. He did it with Ben Johnson.
Yeah, Tom Brady has no humility. He's very much one of those guys where everything he says is gold kind of deal, and there's no like self-reflection or critical thinking or bouncing it off other people. He's gonna stick to it when he says it, as if this is the way. But I think Tom Brady has the potential if he really humbled himself and was in the building working with people and not necessarily with just Mark Davis, but like Rob Leonard, for instance. Like if he was right there in the trenches working with the people, then that's how it could be different. But I don't know how we can force him into that. That's kind of the question. Like.
This is why I say you need a real front office, because what a real front office won't put up with is Tom Brady's BS. He just won't have the ability to do that. I commend the Commanders for what they've done. I think I'm
not against Tom Brady going to Switzerland and skiing, kind of thing. But he should, like, in all honesty, he should have brought some Raiders along with him and made the ski trip multifaceted, not just Tom Brady's like fun and fantasy, but also included some of the Raider kind of agenda. There's ways to create balance, and I'm not saying he can't do what he wants to do, but you got to kind of find balance.
Especially when this is the most critical point of our
Seriously, yeah. This is a turning point.
It's the turning point of go big or go home, if you will. And that's the thing. I am so nervous, man.
Navman thinks I'm young, but I bet he can't guess my age.
I know it. I think.
Let's hear your guess, Navman.
Right. Yes, you can ask, man.
I wonder if there's something I can point to that would. I don't really have anything that would be like a hint of my age, but
right.
37. I mean, that's a pretty good guess. Yeah, I'm born in '89, so.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's not.
I did say I liked Walter Payton, so I'm sure most new people are not as in depth with Walter Payton.
Exactly. I knew you were older than 30.
Yeah, born '89.
Yeah, so 45, 44, 45. Yep. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And everybody obviously should know I'm old. Born in 75.
What year?
75.
75. Snap. Yeah, that was I feel like 1975-76 was a very special time. Like that was an interesting time to be born.
Just 70s in general, to be honest. Being the 70s, 80s, baby. I mean, we are the last of a lot of stuff that will never be seen again. Like we were just talking about it, like Blockbuster. I don't think people understand.
Oh, I understand Blockbuster.
But you know what I mean? Like, they don't understand that ride to Blockbuster. You get in there and spend an hour and a half. You can't figure out which one. Your parents are yelling at you to just pick something and get ready to go. Dude,
There's some good memories at Blockbuster.
I'm telling you, man, just any of those kind of things, right?
Getting home, putting the tape in, and it doesn't work.
Right, or it's the wrong one, right?
Yeah.
Like all these things that you just you wouldn't even see, right? Like it's so much, like being out and about, not having your whereabouts in any way, shape, or form being known by anyone.
Yeah. The time before the internet, when there was no social media, you really didn't have any consideration of what other people thought. You were just focused on the here and now and what's happening in front of you, and that was it.
And you only knew what was going on in your town, in your city, and in your county of the state. You didn't even know what was going on in the whole state.
No, a true snow globe kind of thing, like just in a bubble. There wasn't the whole world's crashing down on you.
Yep.
I have very fond memories of before I even knew about Blockbusters was just the corner store renting videos.
Yeah, exactly.
And it would lean into whoever owned the corner store. It would be kind of their library of videos. So I remember watching a ton of Jackie Chan because the corner store owner was Chinese and he loved Jackie Chan. And so that was kind of who I grew up with, was Jackie Chan.
That's dope. Yeah. We was just talking about this, man. Shout out to the Rated Syndicate, man. We went on a tangent all day about VCRs, right? Because we were discussing our moms and grandmothers watching the soaps.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
They called it, right? You know, The Young and the Restless.
No, it's a big deal.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You could not interrupt these moments. These were important moments.
And they weren't recordable, right? Just think back when there wasn't the VCR with the tape. And even though you couldn't re-record over it yet, right? You didn't want to waste all that money recording something like that. And you just had to be home when it started, or you just did not ever get to see it. It was just gone forever. Unless you got a rerun, which was not often. You didn't often get a rerun.
You know, Young and the Restless, that was on for so damn long that crossed multiple generations.
It's still on today.
Are you serious?
It's still Victor Newman. People don't even know that man.
Oh my god. That is insane. That's hard to fathom, really, like that they've kept it going this long.
I'm telling you, it's probably one of the biggest shows of all time, right? All those soaps. You know, the General, what was it called again? As the World Turns, of course. General Hospital, was it?
There were so many, but The Young and the Restless stands out as different. That was a different one.
Old and the Beautiful, As the World Turns, Guiding Light. Guiding Light was a big one.
Guiding Light.
Talk about soaps, man. Where's my mom?
Do you recall there was an actor on Young and the Restless named Christophe St. John?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so talking of how social media became like a thing at some point, but inevitably, like, my mom was watching the show back in like the 90s, but anyhow, she connected with Christophe St. John at some point on social media and was like, they were chatting like, very casually. Yeah, it's the strangest thing.
Yeah, that's wild.
He had a very interesting childhood. Like his upbringing was very unique. Like anyhow, he did pass away quite young, unfortunately.
Oh, that's it.
In 2019, yeah.
Oh wow, that's recent. That's fairly recent.
Yeah, he was only 52 when he passed away, but
I'll be 54.
anyhow, he was a standout actor in that show. Like, definitely someone who was. That show had a lot of good actors and bad actors. He was one of the good actors.
Right, one of the good ones. Shout out to Reese Rock, man. Rico Dow would be a good number 2 for us. I could not agree with you more. I would love Rico Dow. I don't know how that's going to happen. I mean, like, just going to get rid of Dallas getting rid of Rico. I wouldn't make any sense. Is he a free agent? You know, because we do need another running back. That's the other thing. We absolutely need another running back.
We discussed this at some point, and I was really keen on Denver's running back, but
RJ Harvey.
Well, in free agency, the Georgia running back.
Ah, okay, yeah.
He's been injured a lot, unfortunately, but yeah, a number 2, someone who can maybe teach Genty a thing or two, that would be pretty ideal.
He definitely needs a mentor. In a lot of ways, he definitely needs a mentor.
Do you think we'll bring back the Purdue running back? Our current number 2?
Who is our number 2? Just to show you, we need a number 2. Like,
it's what's his name? Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, he won't be here. I don't think he'll be around. Don't get me wrong.
I like Raheem Mostert, but I feel we need someone different. I'm not sure.
Raheem I don't think he fit that offense. I don't think any running back fit the offense that Chip Kelly was out there trying.
Yeah, true.
That was I didn't understand none of that. I didn't understand the offense at all.
It felt like we handicapped ourselves on purpose. A lot of those decisions around JPJ, that was kind of setting us up for failure from the start. Like forcing our guard into center and our center into guard, that was kind of an uphill battle that was really unnecessary.
Right. I still can't believe that Dylan Lowry is still on the team. I just
you don't think he's going to figure it out in the NFL?
Absolutely not. It is way too much for him. I never had a good feeling.
I like him as a personality. He's like he's very bouncy and joyful and brings the right energy. But
he's a great locker room guy. That's where they get you, right? Those locker room guys.
How do you weigh that out? Like
exactly. How can you give a roster spot to a locker guy, and you know he's never gonna amount to much?
There's some running backs in this upcoming draft class that I have my eye on. One guy
there's free agents too.
Yeah.
There's plenty of running backs. There's no shortage of running backs in the NFL. I can assure you of it. Which was why it made no sense to draft one at number 6. It was a poor choice. It's a terrible poor choice. And I blame Peter Carroll for that.
Yeah, that's tough. I do wish we were able to trade back and pick up more picks in future years. Like 6th overall for a running back was pretty tough. It creates such high expectations.
Shout out to Nav, man. That's a dope one, man. There we go. Yep. My dad was coached by Newt Rockman. Played together with Madden and San Mateo. Why am I a Raider fan? There you go. That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. Yep.
Can you fill me in on that? Who is Mateo? Or what is my dad was coached by? Who is the coach?
In San Mateo. So, Newt Rockman. I remember that name. I just don't. I don't recall his.
He must have a connection to the Raiders. That's the inference.
I mean that name alone, though. That Lou Rockman. That's a very popular. It's something famous about that one. It's something famous. He did something. I can't think of what it is, but he's old, though, right? Obviously.
Yeah, it's similar to Doug Martin. We love him, but we weren't exactly sure why. We respected his style, but obviously he did play for the Raiders, so that creates the nostalgia.
Notre Dame. That's who it is. Yeah. It is. That's who it is. I knew he was famous for something. That name is. Yeah, that name.
You
is
see my.
The Irish. Shout out to Cheeto Linus. That's Leo's squad. Notre Dame.
I mean, part of why I got into Notre Dame was Tim Brown. Like that was, and Ricky Waters for that matter. Like these are Notre Dame legends.
Ricky Waters is a staple household name. He was.
Is he though? Like, I feel like a lot of people are forgetting his name. Like, he's
Well,
not in the Hall of Fame discussion at all, really.
No, and unfortunately, he will never touch it.
You don't think so?
I don't think he'll ever touch the Hall of Fame.
He has the numbers for it, but there was some controversies. Like,
I mean, dude,
and he kicked around too many teams.
They just let Roger Craig.
But Roger Craig is kind of the similar running back to Ricky Watters.
Right. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, who would be his competition? Right. That's going to be his problem because all those guys.
Yeah.
In before him.
I think Craig was with the legendary team. The issue with Watters is that he kicked around too many teams and didn't really carve out a specific team as his icon of that team.
Right. I'm just trying to think of who was the guys when he was playing. You know what I mean? Which is going to prevent him, right? He's 92 to 2001, 2002. That is the Marshall Faulks, right? That's like
Terrell Davis, Marshall Faulk, all those guys are in the Hall of Fame already, but
right, and that's why he's being denied, my guess.
He had a controversial media issue. He said for who, for what, in reference to long arming versus short arming a catch down the field from Cunningham, Randall Cunningham, and that created a huge fallout as far as the media backlash was massive.
Right.
And I think that has hurt him quite a bit. Like,
only 3 out of the 10 years he played, he didn't hit 1,000 yards.
No, he was super consistent.
150. Oh yeah, he averaged over 4 yards a carry his entire.
You know what's crazy is when he was with Philadelphia, that was Gruden. Like, Gruden was his coordinator there, and they had a lot of conflicts. It was that whole controversy around for who, for what. Like, he was talking about Gruden when he said that. Like, right. he wasn't willing to sacrifice his health and wellness for Gruden. Like, basically is what he was saying, or for Cunningham.
This dude said, "How do you not know Newt? Newt was born in 1888, bro." Dude died in 1931. How do I not know Newt? I wasn't even in my daddy's balls, man. I wasn't even a thought at that point. He wasn't even born yet. 1888. He wasn't even born yet, man.
The fact he died in 1931, that is.
I wasn't even a thought.
I mean, that goes back in time. That does go back in time.
That's way back. I knew the name though rung a bell. I already knew.
It sounds like an old name.
Exactly. Yeah, just new in itself. Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to tap into the history books. It's there's not a lot of visual records of his work.
No,
but
you're not gonna know. You're not. I just knew it was a famous name. That's why I said I knew it was something famous. I just couldn't think about it.
Damn, 1888. That's like my great.
That's what I'm saying. Even for me,
that's like multiple greats.
Shout out!
I don't even know my multiple great grandfather.
Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoyed the show, nephew. Yeah. So. But yeah, so we went through. I want to get through these two other coaches before.
The special teams coach.
Yeah. So we got Mike McCoy.
Oh, Mike McCoy. Yeah.
Yeah. Who he's? What is his position?
That's a good question.
What is he being?
Oh, interesting. He was with the Raiders previously, so that's kind of the loyalty factor coming up again.
He's the assistant head coach. I like it. I like that. He is going to be the voice of reason, right? The voice of age. And that's where, so I will bring this up because I felt like the elders failed AP. I felt like they failed him big time in several ways, but even hindsight now, we know that he just didn't get anything he wanted. He didn't get anything he wanted, nor asked for or needed. Coupon Tom did not do him any favors. Hence, both of them being, shown the door. But that's going to be the interesting thing here. You know what I mean? That's why it all keeps coming back to what they're going to do as far as free agency, and then what are they going to do with the picks that they have if they don't trade back? How's that going to look? How's that going to work? But him being the assistant head coach, I like it.
Yeah, that's kind of the person that Kubiak's going to be able to bounce his ideas off of and get kind of a realistic benchmark of whether or not he's kind of moving in the right direction.
Correct. Get his litmus test. Exactly right. Right. Exactly right.
The special teams coach is kind of the guy that I honed in on and watched a lot of his.
Is that Matt
media.
Robinson?
That's Joe DeCamillis.
Joe DeCamillis. That's right.
Yeah, I think he's going to be an ideal fit for the Raiders' kind of identity. He's kind of a feisty guy.
Yes.
From his media appearances. That's pretty apparent.
No, absolutely. I like him. And again, it's another voice of reason. You hit it on the head. The guy's aggressive. That should tell you all you need to know. You never, ever, 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 ever want to have to deal with a wrestler. You got to pack your lunch and your dinner if you got to deal with a wrestler. I'm just telling you right now, that is going to be the most well-conditioned athlete on the planet. So yeah, I love that fact about him. He's a football fan. He's an icon in my eyes.
He's someone who doesn't take shit. Like that's even from the reporters or from the internet. Like he's not willing to bow down to what other people are saying. Like
at all.
He's gonna believe and have confidence in his knowledge, his kind of experience. And that should spread through the organization as a cultural kind of
I agree, man.
extension.
I agree, and I didn't pay too much attention to this, but now that you bring it up, again, I think that's where we gain the experience that's going to be necessary in this building, based on all of the youth that we have.
Yeah, I think DeCamillis is going to take a lot of, ideally he's going to take a lot of the heat and attention and allow the young guys to kind of develop and thrive under his maybe his larger impact.
Right.
Like
I got to disagree with you on this, man. AP was not a head coach. Outkick this coverage. I got to disagree with you, man, especially after you hear the things he wanted to do and try to get done with no help from his GM or front office at all. He was set up to fail completely, if you ask me. He made the right decisions in what quarterback to choose, and I bet you it wasn't his choice to go with whatchamacallit?
Minshew, yeah.
I guarantee you he didn't want to roll with Minshew, bro.
I mean,
that's what I'm
AP.
trying to say. These are the things. It's easy to sit here and take, patch him or say what he wasn't, but we all know that was what he wanted, and he never got those. That alone in itself, in my opinion, absolves him of all of this.
I mean, you do have to say that AP at some point turned into an actor at some point. Like he wasn't really doing what he wanted to do, and he was kind of just marching orders.
Marching to the beat of the drum. He was doing what he was told. And that's why I hate that perspective and that point when you know for a fact he was not capable of doing what he wanted to do. So,
that's pretty evident. Like the reason that he got the job was because of his interim performance. And if he was able to continue that into the regular season, then there would have been more success. But he changed it up. Like there definitely wasn't the same program being run at the interim compared to the regular season the following year. There was a huge change.
So Nav, you must hate this Rob Leonard hire then. You must absolutely hate it because he's going from defensive line coach to coordinator, no different than AP. And in fact, I'd bet that their coaching careers are very similar in terms of Rob Leonard. I'd actually say AP had more coaching experience
than Rob Leonard. Really?
I would think so. That's something we'd have to look at, and I'm actually going to bring it up.
I'll probably say this: the similarity between AP and Rob Leonard is that they appear to develop natural connections with the players that a lot of coaches don't establish, like a real connection, right. Beyond just coaching, but on a man-to-man level. And that was what Josh McDaniels wasn't able to do.
Right, and AP was actually, what was I just going to say? Where'd he go?
Navman's implying AP was a cheerleader, but I think he was more of an actor than a cheerleader.
Correct. Definitely more. I would say he's probably got a little bit. He's got some head coaching behind him. You know what I mean, in terms of Arizona State or no, Long Beach. That's high school. That doesn't count. I would say they're very comparable. Leonard.
AP led a defense to a Super Bowl. I know that it was Michael Strahan's defense, but right. AP was the guy that was the main communicator, working with sending all the communication to every single part of that defense. 100%. And that's, I don't think anyone can really say that they did that. That was kind of unique to AP and kind of what we had hoped as a fan base that would be leveraged was his experience playing.
Correct. No, I agree.
And I saw AP live in Detroit. Like I saw that happen, and that was why I liked AP so much, was because I had that experience.
Right.
That was 2008. Yeah. That was a special game. Like Detroit was not the best team, but they had really good players. Like Calvin Johnson was a rookie at that point. And you could tell right away he was going to be special.
We knew that before he got out of the draft. Yeah, we knew that definitely before he got out of the draft.
And their weakness was their offensive line, unfortunately. That's why that team kind of stunk, was bad offensive line.
Yep. Well, right. That's all the coaches, man. That's the coaches that I wanted to get through.
But you're pretty high on D. Camillus as far as a special teams guy.
100%. I think that's what you need. You want an edge guy like that. You want a cheerleader. You want somebody that's going to be able to pump something in the guys to do something they don't want to do, which is special teams. I mean, we all know it's treated like the redheaded stepchild. So,
yeah, he's going to bring energy in a way that the other coaches aren't really showing. Like he's bringing something different to the table. Kind of completing the mosaic as it was. Right.
Yeah, I my biggest fear is the defense. I'm just not gonna lie. That's where I'm nervous, right? Because where is the experience there? We have it on offense, and we have an offensive genius in terms of a young guy that's proven, as you can say, and winning a Super Bowl with, right, the Seahawks. But I don't see this on defense. And that's why everybody, you actually brought this point up very early in the show. Everybody expected that defensive coordinator hire to be an experienced, well-known kind of pick.
That was the discussions, yeah, as far as what everyone was expecting. But I actually had mentioned on 805 show that I thought Rob Leonard would get an interview and that he would probably be highly considered. Yeah,
I mean, My pipe dream was Schwartz. I think that was everybody's pipe dream, if you will. But clearly he's just pissed off. Right? He should have gotten the job somewhere. I mean, there are a few guys that I felt should have gotten the job, and it didn't make sense to me. The biggest mistake I think that was made is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll never comprehend
McCarthy
as a 65-year-old coach when they had the ability to go.
Do you think they're bringing Rodgers back? Because that would kind of explain the hire if Rodgers is back.
It doesn't matter. Rodgers isn't good enough to win another Super Bowl. He's a good bridge, so I get it. Yeah, you got somebody that's going to come in and learn, right? And you got to pray that he's going to treat him right.
They already have the relationship.
No guarantee Aaron Rodgers is going to play nicely with a quarterback that's guaranteed to be taking his job. So, you know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers never played nicely in general anyways, right? That was a known thing. I mean, I think Love kind of spilled the beans on that without spilling the beans as best possible.
Yeah, Rodgers is someone who's looking out for his own interests and trying to advance the agenda of winning and taking credit for those wins. Yep.
No, absolutely. Yeah. So hey, Nav, just as an FYI and a heads up and everybody. Yep. Defense is where the money needs to go. I was hoping for an experienced defensive coordinator, and now I'm hoping for us to build that defensive line. I want to see the trenches built first and foremost. Trenches. And then, for the love of God, get us somebody that can cover. We need a real cornerback.
Yeah, the trenches on defensive line, if we do end up trading back, which was kind of my hope, targeting early defensive line was kind of my ideal. Georgia,
anything from there, right? I want
Ohio State,
any of the main ones, any of them. I'll take one of those guys from Indiana. I'll take anybody from the trenches out of Indiana squad. That's going to be some depth if even if they're not a rock star or even a starter, you're going to get some serious depth that understands how to play. You know what I mean? That's very
investing in defensive line is a priority for sure.
Everything else should hopefully follow. That's how you're going to help your secondary more than anything else. It's how you're going to help your linebacking core more than anything else is with that front four up front. So it's imperative. And we don't have anyone. There's no one there. Butler. And who knows if Butler will be there next year, right?
Yeah, we definitely need we need some guys to step up, but we also need an injection of high-end talent, A-level prospects.
100%. Straight up, yeah, not even B. Not even B or C. We need straight.
No. We need A-level prospects in order to move forward with, especially with Rob Leonard, with his background being D-line, D-line specialty. We need to leverage that.
Yep. I agree. Well, hey, man, we have gone a whole hour and a half. Hour and 40 minutes to be exact. Yeah, this is awesome. I think we just keep rocking with this, man. What's your thoughts? I think Monday is our thing.
Yeah, Monday's good for sure.
Monday's good. What does the crowd think? Mondays, 8 o'clock. Turf Pigspigs 76 in the building. I think we're gonna make this a thing. So let's be on the lookout. Uh-oh. I see a super chat.
Navman is chiming in.
Appreciate you, my God. Has Kubiak ever been a head coach in NFL, DCOC? HF has not been a head coach. That's a guarantee. I don't think he's even been a offensive coordinator, actually. Wait, was he the offensive coordinator for the Seahawks?
Who, Kubiak?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Not just the quarterback's coach.
No, I think Kubiak, I think he's already come out and said that his approach to being a coordinator, but even as a head coach when it comes to the offense, is that he wants to be as collaborative as possible, involve as many people in the ultimate determination of what's happening on the field. So it doesn't really matter if he's calling the plays or if it's someone else in the organization calling the plays. He wants to be able to be a bridge between minds, allowing everyone to kind of chip into the outcome. And that's something that I think kind of suits us because we have so many young people who have unique viewpoints. If he's able to establish that as a culture, then that's going to prevent one guy from leaving, impacting our team as a whole. If it becomes more of about the process versus one guy kind of dictating everything.
Right. And he's been a coordinator since 2023 for the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, excuse me, my bad, New Orleans Saints. 2024. He was passing game coordinator for the 49ers in 2023. 2024 he's a coordinator. 2025 he was a coordinator. I would mention the 2024 coordinator spot because I don't think he did that well for the Saints in 2024. Yeah, I don't see that at all. We got my dog in the building. Jeff, my dude, appreciate you for coming through as always. Hope you enjoy the show. Man, hope everything's well too, man. Y'all know it's gymnastics season for me, and it's actually real rough. Man, I'm just letting y'all know this has been the roughest one for me in terms of trying to keep up and, chat with everybody like I normally do. The schedule is just wild. Like this week, I'll be leaving on a Thursday instead of a Friday. It's just been rough, but I always keep tabs on y'all as best I can, man. 401 Jeff Rader says defense is the way to go. So reason number one to trade away the number one pick for picks and get real talent and not a quarterback named Mendoza. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
Jeff's on board with the agenda.
Yes, he is. Thank you, my God. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a dope writer, man.
Yeah, the Zippo. It's official brand. I think it was a Christmas present one year. I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
But Santa hooks me up.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I need one of those, especially for my cigar. All right, man. Well, this was a great show, bro. We'll be back next Monday. I should be in town. Granted, no delays on my flights or anything like that.
Where are you heading?
This week we are in Seattle, Washington. We are in University of Washington.
Nice.
It's gonna be
Penn State to Washington. Those are two pretty good places to be.
I know, right? Especially with this weather. So. Yes, Jeff. Yes, I've been forced to go to the draft.
You're going nice.
I'm going to the draft. I would not be liked by my own friends if I don't go to the draft. So I'm going. You
should bring a sign that says "Defense wins championships."
I know, right? Exactly. I need to do something. Pigs. That's a good. You got me now. See, this
Get
is
on TV with it.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, because maybe at the last minute we can get them to change their mind. Maybe
you never know. You never know.
Maybe they'll see me out there with the tears in my eyes like a little 3-year-old sobbing with that sign of defense. Maybe that'll maybe it'll give Mark a twinkle.
Give him the puppy eyes with the big sign.
We gotta do something, guys. Because it's gonna be tough. But anywho, tomorrow night you already know the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show. I will continue to go through and comb through all of our coaching and as well as what's going on in the off season. I want to start looking at free agents, as well as I know Pigs is ready to get the good old drafts going, right?
Yeah, I do enjoy looking at prospect fits. That's pretty.
Yeah, so
there's so many.
Yep. So think about that. Yes, Jeff, we absolutely will. Yeah, New England was crazy, bro. There was so much going on. It was a great weekend though. The Al Davis.
Nava's getting really.
Yeah,
He's a friggin' fan of.
Wearing other things. But yeah, we'll definitely have a lot more time to kick it in Pittsburgh, man. That should be a good time. I just hope that I'm not ready to leave after day one. It'll be. I think we'll actually trade up. I think we will trade up, especially if we trade back. If we trade back, I have a feeling we'll trade up. Ah, there he is, sweetness. Walter Payton, baby. Walter Payton.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many players who I wish were Raiders, but at the end of the day, like, it's still about the Raiders. But there's still special players out there.
There you go. Hey, I agree. I have special player jerseys too. So it is what it is, gentlemen. Get used to it. You're talking to football fans.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we're football fans, bro. But yeah, we will have the show tomorrow night, 8 p.m. sharp. So don't hesitate to come on through and kick it with your boy. And then Wednesday nights, man, I got track meet. Shout out to my son, Trayson James. My man is already.
He's a Raider.
Who is that? 84? Is that Randy's?
You're not going to like this. That's Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown, yeah.
But here's one you'll like. Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs. Some hate him. We don't care. We love him. All the real true Raider fans love him. But yeah.
No longer a Raider, but still in our hearts.
I know, right. Hey, and he can come back. You never know. That might be, again, one of those people that are on layaway. Yeah, think about if we had him and Ashton Janty. Now that
would be a combo.
That would be a combo. Just wouldn't be able to keep him for long because that rookie contract, right? Yeah. You're gonna be paying.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you never know. Like, I think some of this family loyalty stuff that is trying to be established is that maybe we'll become like the Patriots, where people want to stay here and we'll take different deals as opposed to trying to just collect the check.
It's worth a shot, man. I'm not mad at them for trying. You know, as the good old saying says, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, and that's definitely cheating. Getting people to take less money, that's cheating.
Well, yeah, that somehow Mark has to really leverage Las Vegas as like the place where you want to be old, and then sell people on making the sacrifice so that it'll pay off when they're 60, 70, because they're able to. Las Vegas is built for you when you're that age.
Yes, sir. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to miss tomorrow night again. Me and Coach Angelo, we will get the knockout canvas back up and running here, hopefully sooner than later. The track meets our track season is very short for school for some odd reason. The club track is like the whole summer. So. But yeah, we got that Thursday night, man. We got Dead in the Water, 8 o'clock sharp. Navman's gonna have a show. I'm gonna try to dip into that too, if at all possible. And that's pretty much what it is for the rest of the week. So hopefully you guys are paying attention and bringing your questions and concerns for us to discuss, so we can all have these questions and concerns answered before it's time to start pointing the fingers, saying he said, she said, and who's right, who's wrong, and indifferent. You got anything for the people, Pigs?
No, I want to assure you I'm a Raiders fan. Like, this is just an exception because players make they don't call all the shots. Like Josh Jacobs being the perfect example. Like, he wants to be a Raider, but we fucked up.
Exactly right. And that's the thing we gotta correct. And that's why I keep trying to explain to people, we gotta correct it. We gotta correct that in our front office, in our organization first, before anything else can follow. So, but yeah, guys, until the next time, we are out. We will see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Will you be blunt